Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video here, we're going to go over Loom Network. Loom Network right now is trading at 0.07914, 24-hour volume. We're down whopping 73%, and market cap, we are down 15.68%. All-time high so far for today for 24 hours, we're at a high of 0.1009. So heading over to the chart here, you guys, I'm going to go over 4-time intervals, 1 week, 1 day, 2 hours, and then 30 minutes, depending on what your trading aspect is. And if we take a look at the chart itself, as we zoom in, we can see this huge pump itself, aggression in the actual price point, reaching as high as RSI of 77% and 64% again, which is considered to be overbought. However, we don't have an actual signal here of a crossover where the price is going to drive even further. But of course, because of this huge pump in volume and the huge pump of the price is going to retrace down. And here is the body that we see so far for the week is essentially the small little line here. As price is going to come back down, we don't really have an area of confluence or an area of conversion of our fib chart except for 0.099441. So expect this in a long term to be a resistance level. As we can see, multiple candlesticks here on December 3rd has retraced this level here as a good resistance line. As we take a look here, as the MACD indicator does show some strength in the volume, these histograms or these bars at the very bottom, the volume itself is not supported here. So we're going to take a look at shorter time frames to look at short entries because there's no in fact, we want to look at reversals for a shorter time frame. And what we can see too is we are actually looking at a really good support area of our 50 MA as the overall trend right now broke from a downtrend into more of a bull trend. If it's only a matter of fact if we can be able to hold on to this, what's essentially 0.0755 here, and if we're able to hold on to it, we're going to continue to come back and retrace up. However, take a look at the space in between from the price right now and the top of the Bollinger Band. Normally, whenever we retrace to the top of the Bollinger Band itself, we are going to come back and retrace down because we are considered to be overbought. But if we can be able to support this area, then it's just going to go up and up and up for Loom itself. Heading over to our daily chart here, you guys, we can see again the essential body of the previous candle of yesterday was essentially at the very bottom here, which meant a hint that the bears are going to take charge of it, as the wick itself is extremely long. We've established that in the weekly time zone, and we can see that it initiated a sell order here. As we see, the RSI was at 93% for our K line and our D line at 92%, already over the 80%. So proceed with caution whenever the price does retrace past the 80% and anticipate price to come back down and pull back. So as we can see, this huge candlestick itself, the body itself, as well, the volume itself did come down, and we saw in our histogram of our MACD indicator lighter in the greens. That means that the trend for the uptrend is essentially exhausted, and we may come down even further. An area of convergence where we may spark some interest is going to be at 0.06748. So if price does come down to this level here, anticipate price to bounce very nicely and then retrace back up. If we take a look on a 2-hour time frame, you guys, we're going to take a look at the volume indicator. I do have to get rid of these old fib charts, but what we can essentially see is this really nice support from our 50 MA. But the more times we do retest an area of support, most likely it's going to break downwards, okay? So just be very, very careful with that. If we take a look at our volume profile here, we have a lot of nodes that stick out for us, or an area of resistance is going to be around 78% of our fib at 0.0876 here. Now, it was a good area of support as the price was coming down. As this node here sparks a lot of interest either in the buying or selling, it's going to be treated as a resistance line because price is found below it. If we take a look at the MACD indicator as well, we do see lightness of the histograms of the colors as it came down to an area of support. And this is very important because if it does flip over to the green side, once price is at this level, then we're going to find that nice support itself. We do, however, have a sell signal here. We see the white line past the pink line on the right-hand side. or sorry, on the left-hand side here, and essentially price is going to come back down if people are using the RSI itself with other indicators, because this does show a sell signal. So again, if price does come back down, anticipate it to come down 0.075 or potentially drop even more here because the aftermath in a higher time frame. Now, if we take a look at our 30-minute time frame, you guys, we can see the Bollinger Bands are reacting. It is squeezing in. And whenever we have these Bollinger Bands squeeze in, it means lower volatility. Price isn't going to move as quickly, and it is going to signal consolidation, meaning price is going to be hitting resistance, which it has, and it's going to come down to support, which it already has. Notice that we are continuously making a higher low peak compared to the previous high, and we're creating a higher low compared to the previous low. So we're essentially in a triangle, and normally with symmetric triangles, it's either a breakout in an uptrend or a breakdown in a downtrend, depending on where the price is. Essentially, when the Bollinger Bands pinch in and the price is found above the 20 MA here, which is this orange line, it's going to break out in an uptrend. If it is found, the price is found below the 20 MA, as we see the Bollinger's pinch, it's going to break down in a downtrend. So depending on the outcome in the next couple of hours or so with the reaction of the Bollinger Bands and the price itself as it is narrowing in the symmetric triangle, watch for these factors, especially with the volume, because if the volume increases going up, it's going to continue up because it is supported by the volume itself. Same thing as the price coming down. Volume increases, we see a huge selling over on the bear side, then the volume is going to be supported in a downtrend. So that is my outlook on Loom Network, you guys. Let me know what you think down below. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you next time.